Hi, this is Kathy Orman, Health Coach. Thanks for joining me for this Nutritional Nuggets. Today I am going to talk about nutrition and healthy food portions. Now, the reason I've been thinking about this, and I've been thinking about this in particular for myself, because right now I am on a cruise ship going to Alaska. And one of the biggest challenges on cruise ships is portion sizes of the food that we eat. Cruise ships are well known for having absolutely excellent food, and the food's available pretty much 24/7. So of course the temptation for me and probably a lot of other people is to continuously have foods that we're not used to, foods that we don't have at home because it's a treat. We want to have those things. And so inadvertently, not even really meaning to necessarily, we end up overeating. And when we overeat, that causes a lot of issues for our body to digest the food and to get the nutrition out of it and process it, and a lot of people end up gaining weight. So this is particularly an issue with people on cruise ships. The statistics are that on a 10 to 14 day cruise, quite a few people gain somewhere between 10 and 20 pounds extra extra more than what they had on their bodies when they started the cruise. So that's a lot of weight to gain. If a person were to continue gaining that kind of weight throughout a year, it would be disastrous. You would be absolutely humongous, and the issue would be that you would be at risk for a lot of different health issues. So food portions and nutrition, that's what we're talking about today. Now, it isn't necessary to have huge amounts of food to get the nutrition that you need. So my aim personally has been to eat on the cruise pretty much the same way I eat all the time at home, which is in healthy portion sizes, and being mindful that I don't need to try everything that I see, even though it looks so good. Sometimes it looks better than it actually is nutritionally. There's a lot of sweet things available, a lot of treats, a lot of things that I probably wouldn't normally eat, even though I'm gluten-free. So it's something that I've been really mindful of when I'm having my meals. I want to make sure I'm not overloading my plate, and keeping in mind that the portion sizes of protein don't change just because I'm on vacation. Just because there's more protein available doesn't mean I need to have more protein. So the protein size, what a person really needs, is pretty much what would fit in the palm of your hand. That's the protein you need per meal. And that actually works for all people, and no matter if you're a bigger, taller, bigger built person or a smaller, petite person. The smaller, petite people have smaller hands, so that portion size is actually good for your petite size. It's a smaller portion size, fits your smaller body, and works perfectly. Same thing for someone who's of a bigger build. Your palm is bigger, and so you will have more protein, which is suitable to your needs as a bigger body or a bigger person. And I also have to keep in mind for myself especially that a quarter or less of my plate would be protein, and the rest would be vegetables, or maybe a little bit of grains if there is some healthy rice like brown rice, or if there's quinoa or something like that. A little bit of the quinoa, not a lot, not even a quarter of the plate quinoa, just a small amount, and then the rest of the plate healthy vegetables. So that's really the key for staying healthy and slim and not overeating on a cruise. Now on a cruise, keep in mind that they are catering to a lot of different tastes, a lot of different people. On this particular ship there's 2,000 people, so it's really quite huge. And they do have to have the food available 24/7 on one level of the ship or another, because people are on their own schedule. They're doing their own thing. Some of them up late at night going to the nightclubs or casinos or whatever, and others are up really, really early in the morning. They want their breakfast before they go for a walk on the rooftop track. There's just so much going on that the ship has to cater to all these different things. So getting out of your own schedule might be a good thing to take a break from your regular routine, but the eating portion of it, I really do think it's a good idea to have to be mindful of how much you're eating, and particularly at dinner. Last night at dinner, I ordered a chicken dish, and there was twice as much chicken as anybody needs. It was like a double piece of chicken. It was almost like half a chicken. It was really kind of a crazy size. It was delicious, but unfortunately I had to kind of waste half of that meal. It was kind of a shame, but it was really, really tasty. But it's so tempting to finish the whole thing, and I knew if I did that, I wouldn't hardly be able to move away from the table. So mindful about what you're eating. Sugar, there's just tons and tons and tons of sugar on the ship. If they just, I was just up in the cafeteria for a cup of tea. I just wanted a cup of tea, and I noticed that they've now, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, they're putting out the cookies and the cake and the everything for people to have their late afternoon tea per se, and the goodies. So yeah, that's, you know, maybe a good thing if in small quantities, but dinner is only a couple hours away, so might work for some, or maybe some people are going to be eating way much later, who knows. But anyway, just have to be quite mindful of the amount of sugar and the amount of food that is not really part of my own everyday regimen, and those are the foods that will interfere with my own health, and they're not nutritious for me, and I really have to be quite mindful. And I would invite you, when you're on holidays, or if you go on a cruise, or if you're in a situation that is not your normal routine, keep in mind that you still have the power. You're empowered to keep with the routine that you have, or stick with the foods that you know are healthy as possible. Make the best choices you can while you're in those situations. It's not always perfect, but quite often I've found that there's salads available, there's vegetables, there's fruits, there are healthy things. If you really look at the menu or really look at the food that's around you, there are good choices. And on the cruise ship, there's absolutely phenomenal choices, and more than phenomenal, and that's when I have to be careful. But anyway, that's what I have for you today, keeping in mind that nutrition is important and the portions are important. It doesn't mean that we need more food to get the right nutrition. We just need the right foods. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. I do intend on writing a blog when I get back from my cruise about portion sizes and how they are important. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out my website, I invite you to do that, www.cathyormond.com. That's www.cathyormon.com. And I would love it if you would share this video. If this video intrigues you, or if you found this helpful, share it with your friends, your relatives, anybody who you think might be interested. That would be great. I would appreciate it so much. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.